Welcome to the Virtual Ball Boys podcast. My name is Chris, and I am joined once again by my good friend Matt.
I am here. I am in a building.
Which
one? Up for you to decide.
Yeah, you sound like you're in like an echo chamber.
Am I?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Like
Well,
I should say you just sound like you have a lot of space around you.
that is the case. Usually I'm talking like basically into a wall, and
Yeah.
there's like a whole room in front of me.
Yeah, there you go.
Different. It's a bit different.
Yeah, the world's opened up to you completely.
The world is my oyster.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are currently our first ever podcast live on twitch.tv at the moment, but is for a special reason. This is a bonus episode of the Virtual Ball Boys podcast because it is the start of the 2021 season of the VBBFL. It is finally here. We're finally going to get going on it. And to show the audience that is watching live at home at the moment, we have these 4 matchups to look forward to. We're kicking things off with the Suffolk Nutfellows at the Portsmouth Submarines. That'll be followed by the Wauwatosa Fireflies at the Provo Rock Squirrels. And then the second half of our slate will have the Naples Astralgators go up against the Forest Hills Mothmen, and it'll all be capped off with the Ketchikan Cosmos at the Brookings War Train. A lot of excitement here. Is there any one thing you are most looking forward to going into today, Matt?
I'm looking at all these logos again, and they're so good. These logos are just on another level of design, and I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, it is just some solid work going on here. Walsh did an amazing job in all of them. Just phenomenal. And we get to stare at them all season long. But yes, without any further ado, let's get into it. And of course, during the first match might go a little bit longer than the others because we are going to try to explain to you all what is happening as we do it. Because it could get a little weird. Just hang on tight. But as just as I'm speaking here, for the people on Twitch, I'm just kind of cycling through real quick what these rosters look like. But we will of course go deeper into each of them as we go through each matchup. So, without any further ado, it's the Suffolk Nutfellows at the Portsmouth Submarines. These are 2 teams in the East. We are currently, the Portsmouth Submarines is hosting, which means that we are in the universe. The home stadium, so to speak, is in the Paper Mario universe.
Yep.
I guess, like, if we had to pinpoint an actual location, I'm gonna say it's in that stadium in Thousand Year Door.
Yes, please.
Where like you have like Rubba on the side or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining is happening at the moment. So yes. So anything mechanically that's in Paper Mario is could potentially play a factor into this football game. And also a reminder, the Portsmouth Submarines are throwing around a Nickelodeon blimp, and the Suffolk Nutfellows are throwing around a luxury ball. So take that as you will for all the chaos that's about to happen here. Very excited to see what is going to happen here. I think we kick things off right now. All right, I think
Let's do it.
I think we do it now. I'm trying to think how did we used to determine who goes first for this? There was just a coin flip.
Yes, it was a coin flip. But it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah. All right. So you know what we'll do? We'll say home team gets the advantage first, gets to go on the offense first. So as a reminder, the Portsmouth Submarines have a stat of their stats are offensive 2, defense -8, ball handling 6. Nutfellows offense 0, defense 3, ball handling -3. And with that being said, I'm about to roll for the first time. So these are 1d20s that we're rolling. For the first offensive drive, I rolled my offense stat it will go up.
Did you flip a coin, or did you just decide you're going first?
I just decided I was going first.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I was looking at something else. I totally missed if anything had happened.
Okay, that's fair. That's completely fair. So I'm rolling a 1d20. I'm going to use my offensive stat against the Suffolk Nutfellows defensive stat. So the Portsmouth Submarine stat, which I am the home team, you are the road team. Yes. The Submarines offensive stat is 2.
Real quick, Chris, sorry, just to interrupt.
There's
one thing on the rolling guide that I want to talk about in regards to field goals. We should have done this before we started the stream.
Yeah, no, what's up? What you got?
So, I want to change how the field goals are.
Sure. What is the current situation, and what do you want to change it to?
So the current situation is you get to decide whether you want to do go for a touchdown or go for a field goal, depending on your first offensive role.
Sure.
And I think what I would rather do instead, just to kind of like mirror things on the field, is the idea of like, hey, if you get that advantage roll, you are kind of in a better field goal position.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get that advantage roll, but you miss the touchdown, then you kick a field goal, kind of mirroring real life football. Where if you roll the disadvantage on that first roll, you have to go for the touchdown. The field goal is not an option.
I see. So meaning meaning that if you get a disadvantage, then you don't have an option at all to do a field goal?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because at least the way that I was picturing things, and this could just be the way that I was thinking things in my head, but kind of yes, you would be farther away, so the field goal would be harder to get.
So the only thing that I would say for that is, I feel like the idea of having the field goals implemented anyway was for the fact that it's to benefit people who have a better offensive stat,
right,
and don't have good stats otherwise.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm just trying to think if that's going to hinder. I worry about what happened last year with how the defensive teams, or the teams that at least had a bad offense, or had great offense but like had terrible defense and stuff, like they didn't have the opportunity to catch up in games, and just because they had a really good offensive stat, it kind of hindered that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how that would impact.
Let's roll with what we have, since this is what we tested and practiced. I should have brought this up earlier, and I apologize.
No worries. Yeah, we could let's roll what we have, and we'll try to figure things out as we go. So for the first drive here, Portsmouth Submarines with an offensive stat of +2 will roll, and that is a dirty 20, which means it's not a natural 20 here.
And that is an 18. I forgot to put my multiplier on, or my defense on, so that's actually a 21.
So that's a 21.
So it does beat you.
All right, so that is a disadvantage. So that means and then the rule that we have here is that we have, right now, it's that we have the choice between going for the touchdown with disadvantage or going for the field goal, which we have a longer field goal to kick.
Yeah. Yep.
And I have to remember the players. Let's see. The Portsmouth Submarines, you have Enid that has 5 for kicking. I think let's play it safe early on here. I'm gonna go for the long field goal. So that means I have to get a 15 or higher to get this field goal here.
Okay, can I say one thing though?
Sure.
Your ball handling stat is higher than my defense, because now we're at ball handling.
That's true. We decided not to do a ball handling versus ball handling situation, I guess.
No, I think it's still ball handling versus defense.
Okay. All right, cool. So then, you're right. You know what? Balls to the wall, baby. Let's go. I'll go for the touchdown with disadvantage here.
Yep.
All right, I rolled an 11 both times, so 11 it is.
Versus my 16.
All right. Well, you convinced me to fail. It's
I'm
all
just
good.
saying. I still think that would have been the better choice.
No, I understand. I agree. All right. So unfortunately, on a failure, I have to describe how these individuals failed. I'm gonna say that Brock Sampson goes back to pass, and throws it up high, trying to get, let's say XJ9 to catch the ball. Unfortunately, the Nickelodeon blimp was not able to make the hands because it just exploded into slime before it hit the hands.
I
So
don't think they're a kaleidoscope. They're not full of slime.
I don't know what the anatomy of the Nickelodeon blimp truly is.
It's a kaleidoscope on the inside.
I know.
They did a ton of TV specials about how the Nickelodeon blimp was a kaleidoscope.
Oh, alright. Well, then it exploded and it had a bunch of colorful things, just like confetti shit, just rained down on XJ9. It was pretty, but it was not a successful football play.
Correct.
So there you go. Alright, so it's all zeros. Now we move forward to the Suffolk Nutfellows on their first offensive drive.
My turn to be on offense. I roll a 15.
Okay. And -8 for the Portsmouth Submarines. Oh, yeah, -6. That is an advantage for you.
All right, so I have a 0 on ball handling. We're going to go for the touchdown. With advantage, that gives us a 9.
Okay. And that is a 2, so you are good.
Right.
Touchdown.
All right, Suffolk Nutfellows touchdown. So we're going to have a Dark Samus. Arctizold is going to pick up a really nice block to prevent a sack from Dark Samus. And Dark Samus is going to bomb that to Riala, and Riala is going to get the first touchdown of the season.
There you go. All right, so then gonna kick it or go for 2?
We are going to kick the field goal. So Beats is going to come up with his +5 in kicking, and that's going to be a 14. That is good.
Nice. All right, there you go. So that's simple 7-0 on the board for the Suffolk Nutfellows. All right. Portsmouth has to respond. No, doesn't have to, but should respond here. Let's see how they do here. +2. That is a 20 for their offense again.
And that is a 10.
Okay. So that, got advantage. So I'm going to have this team go again. Whoops. 20 plus 6. 17 and 17 again. I'm getting a lot of same numbers there.
I got an 8, so.
All right, Portsmouth gets the touchdown. There you go. All right, so let's see. I think this time we're gonna have Chef come in. Chef is just gonna throw a fucking dart. All right, and it'll be caught in the hands of, let's say, Sprig. Sprig is out wide as a running back, ends up catching it, runs it in for the touchdown. And then he kind of uses the blimp as a like a kaleidoscope, as a celebration dance. So there you go. From there, let's see. I guess we will kick it. Enid. Excuse me. Will go out.
I feel a lot of this is going to be me correcting you on pronunciations.
Yeah, that's it's especially during these early days. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. That's 12. That's good. All right.
7 after the first quarter.
There you go. Good stuff.
So we do things in 4 quarters, just like real football. There are 3 drives per quarter. Essentially, each team will get 6 drives total throughout the game.
Exactly. Perfect.
So I am on offense to start the second quarter, and that's going to be a 5, so not that great.
Okay. Don't you worry, because with this -8, that's a 4. So just...
Wow, okay, all right.
Just barely missed it.
Going for the touchdown. That is a nat 1, though, so that will count against my nat 1 total. If we get 3 nat 1s, if one person gets 3 nat 1s during the game, then someone will go out with an injury. That's my first one. I'm sorry, Gabe. Your team is going to get injured.
All right.
But my 13 counts.
Yes, the 13 is what counts. So let's see how the Submarines respond, and that's a 4. So you are good still. You get the touchdown. Tell me what happens.
Dark Samus is gonna take that luxury ball, put it in its cannon,
Okay.
and it's going to fire it straight up in the air, and it's been in the air for a while, and everyone's just kind of like, hey, what the hell happened? And then it's gonna come back down. It's gonna land on Wacko's head, and Wacko just happens to be standing in the end zone, and he catches it, and it's a touchdown.
Perfect. I feel like that's the way that Wacko's gonna get a lot of touchdowns.
Yep.
Just happenstance, you know. All right. Are you gonna kick it or go for 2?
We're doing the field goal. Beat is gonna come back up, see how his moves take him. That's a 15.
Very nice.
Is good today.
Perfect. All right. 14-7, a real football score. I feel like that was the one thing about last year. I was like, man, we have a lot of scores that would like break scoregami. So I'm glad that this is a real like.
Which is weird because we basically just did multiples of 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah. It was just because I think we didn't have the field goal element of it, so it wasn't like we didn't have the multiples of 3 necessarily in place as well. All right. Portsmouth Submarines, their last drive of the first half. Let's see if they can get back into at least tying the game here. That is a 15 to start things off.
Pretty good against my 17, though.
Okay, so disadvantage. Down by 7, feeling like the defense is not going to do much. I feel like we have to go for it, even though it's a disadvantage here. Let's see what happens. 18, 23. All right, I'll take the 18. Let's see what happens.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
But not good enough to beat a 21.
No, that is a very good roll. Unfortunately, the Submarines will miss up here. Let's see.
This team is sinking a bit.
It is sinking. I'm gonna say Perry the Platypus. They hand the ball off to Perry, but he's not wearing his like spy hat, so he's just a regular platypus, and so he doesn't realize what to do with he doesn't do anything with the ball. He's not using his spy skills, you know.
He can't reveal his identity.
Exactly. Yeah. So, that unfortunately that is. Am I right about that? By the way, is that what kind of happens in the show?
Well, like he's still like him. He just he puts that on as like a facade. He's not actually he doesn't become stupid when he takes his hat off.
Right. Okay. So let's just say he is choosing to stay within his secret identity. He's choosing to conceal it rather than actually participate in the football game here.
Which is a bold choice.
Yeah. So he just he's just laying the team down right there. But yes, it is 14-7. Regardless. All right. End of the last drive of the first half here.
Let's see what Suffolk can do. These nutty boys. That's a 16.
Very nice, and that will probably be good because that's a 9.
Yep. I get a 15
for advantage. That's a -3.
Yep. All right. Suffolk is going to score again. This time it is a direct snap to Omochao, who just kind of gently flies past everyone.
There you go.
Because Dark Samus pretended that it got the ball snapped, and was being like running around like it still had the ball. And then Omochao just because they have a luxury ball, so the luxury ball's really small, so it just looked like Dark Samus put in the cannon again.
Yeah, no. Yeah, everyone's thinking that zero. Wait, what is it? Dark Samus. Dark Samus is just carrying this little tiny thing, and it's no, Omochao's in the end zone. Y'all missed it.
Yep.
And that is a very good kick.
Yep, he had a very nice field goal after that.
Yeah. Side note, I actually just bought Jet Set Radio. Is it good?
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Is Jet Set Radio good?
It's very niche.
It's very niche.
Yeah, I saw it was a platformer, and it was like involves tagging graffiti and stuff. I was just like, I kind of want to. I'll try that. It was like $1 on Steam for a sale, so I was just like, I might as well get this.
It's worth a try.
All right, so have reached the half. It is 21-7 for Suffolk Nutfellows at the Portsmouth Submarines. Very nice. All right, now kick off the third. Portsmouth Submarines, they need to score here because there's a chance that Suffolk Nutfellows could put them away in the next drive.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 2. That is a 16 to start things off.
All right. Versus a 6 advantage.
Okay.
Very nice.
Needed that. All right. Let's see. We have a +6 on ball handling. That is a nat 1 for one of those rolls, so I will need to write that down.
Yep. Both got 1 so far.
Each are holding on to a 1, but 17 is what needs to be beating because that's the advantage.
All right, I got a 7, so you get.
There you go. 4. Portsmouth is back, baby. All right, now Perry is just like, you know what? No, I cannot let down this team. He puts on his hat. He is the secret agent man, and because this is the Paper Mario universe, when the defense is like he has no holes open, so he does that power where where Mario turns like vertical and like slips through the cracks. That's what Perry the Platypus does. Slips through the cracks of the defense and just runs all the way, or like hops like Mario does into the end zone. And there you go. Very nice.
Right.
Back in the game.
You'll need a defensive stop, of course.
Yes. I think that we're gonna kick it here for now, but maybe going for 2 might be an option later. That's a nat 20.
Ooh.
Enid just fucking kicked ass.
Turned into a fireball.
Yeah, the scarring kids everywhere watching the Nickelodeon blimp go on fire as it flies through the fucking uprights. All right, there you go. All right, so 21-14, Portsmouth is still in this.
Yep. All right, first drive for Suffolk in the second half is going to start with a actually in 11. I did the wrong sign, so it's an 11.
It's an 11. Okay. Well, most likely, yeah, that's a 3. So you got advantage.
Yep. That's a 14 for me.
And
need a stop.
-3.
Not gonna come like that.
Nope. All right, so Suffolk gets another score. What happens?
Yep. All right. So, Dark Samus actually almost throws an interception.
Okay.
Garnet is right there to intercept the ball, but it's a Paper Mario universe, and there's people in the audience, so they're gonna like throw something on stage, and it's gonna mess up Garnet, so Knights is able to catch the ball instead.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Love it. So then, 27-14. Things are looking bleak for Portsmouth. Do you want to kick it?
We are going to kick. That one will just barely hit. It kind of like doinks to the side, but still makes it in.
There we go. All right, 28-14. Suffolk Nutfellows looking very good right now. All right. It is now Portsmouth, score or die. That's where we're at right now.
Or you die.
Exactly that. That is a 10 to start off.
That is a nat 1, so that is an instant touchdown for you, sir, and my second nat 1.
Oh, baby, let's go. That's the first time a nat 1 actually came into play in any capacity thus far. But nice job, Portsmouth. Yeah, I think it's going to play out very similar to the Suffolk Nutfellows last drive, where Chef's going to go out, and Chef, angry that his team is down, is gonna throw it, and it almost ends up in the hands of Chaos. But at the very last minute, we're gonna have let's have Jolene Jolene's just gonna come in, catch the ball, run it into the end zone, and everyone's just like, "Oh my God, Jolene! We actually see her in motion for once. Oh my God, we've waited so long." All right, cool. So that was a big, important,
very important play.
I'm gonna still kick it. I still have faith that Enid alone could at least keep things afloat. Yeah, that works. That's a 24, so that's a good extra point. So that's basically all Portsmouth can do, because now they just need their defense to do something.
They need a stop. In fact, they need 2 stops.
Yeah. This is the start of the fourth quarter, by the way.
Yep, start of the fourth quarter, and that's going to start out with a 16.
Oh, man. That is a 6, so advantage.
All right, well, that's going to be a 19 for me, so a nat 20 is the only thing that can save Portsmouth in this game.
Nat 20 is needed here. It is not. That is a 3. Suffolk Nutfellows are going to win this game.
Yep, Suffolk Nutfellows win their first game. Wacko is going to get the ball handed off to him again, and he's going to go in a very long tangent on the capitals of the United States.
There you go.
And everyone gets bored and leaves, and then he just walks in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, but, see, here's the thing: how can you be bored by a song like that? It's catchy.
This is the capital of Ohio.
Yeah, there you go.
And Beat nails the field goal again. He has been perfect today.
5 for 5.
5 for 5, and Suffolk Nutfellows have scored on all 5 drives so far, so they are.
Yeah.
Good job.
Not a good day for Portsmouth Submarines. Now, in garbage time, we will need to complete this game just for tiebreaker purposes. So we're going to start off the last Portsmouth offensive drive with a 5.
There is also a 5, so no advantage or disadvantage this time around.
Yes. Might as well just go for the touchdown. That's a 9. And versus a 5.
Versus 5, so you get it.
All right, Portsmouth. At least you scored 28. Yeah. We're going to have Brock Sampson come in. Brock Sampson just going to throw it up and have May's going to end up catching it. And May is going to just kind of... It's a very easy catch. Just kind of like catches it. Basically, like... actually, you know what? It's like a having like 2 toes on the field, like on the edge of the sideline. This is like a very close catch, but just gets it into the end zone. And very, very nice to get back in the game just a bit, but ultimately will not be able to finish things off well. Let's get a 1d20 plus 5. Enid's been solid today as well. 4 for 4.
Yeah, good kicking.
Good kicking in this game overall. All right, Suffolk's last drive.
All right, well, that's going to be a 0.
Okay.
Start us out.
Fuck me. That's a -1. Wow.
This is not great. That's a 16.
Okay. And then it's a -7. And that's a second nat 1, but that doesn't matter.
Not going to matter. All right, let me just finish the kick out. This is going to be another just Dark Samus pass to Knights. Get the whole offense involved.
There you go.
But that is a missed kick, so Beat misses his final kick of the day. He got all the other ones, and you won the game like 2 drives ago.
But there you go. 41-28, just a walloping there by the Nutfellows. Not a complete blowout, but just a rough game for the Portsmouth Submarines defense that just could not do shit. But there you go. 41-28, Suffolk Nutfellows are 1-0 in the year. Portsmouth Submarines, 0-1. All right.
Next game.
The Wauwatosa Fireflies at the Provo Rock Squirrels. This time, it is set in the universe of the Grand Theft Auto. Of the Grand Theft Auto.
Of the Grand Theft Auto.
And just taking a peek at the ball situations, the Wauwatosa Fireflies, their ball is a jungle blimp. That is the blimp that makes animals dance in a zoo game that Kelsey plays. I forget what it is. And then the Resident Evil briefcase is the ball for the Provo Rock Squirrels. God, this is everything about this game is a disaster.
Briefcase around. What the fuck?
We're throwing a briefcase around in the Grand Theft Auto universe. It's
Yep.
not.
What's inside? You don't want to know.
You don't. You definitely do not want to know.
Don't want to know.
All right.
Probably don't.
All right. Yeah. Wawatusa's gonna start us off on offense.
We sure are with A12.
Okay. Oh, good. I have a decent defense here, but that's an 11, so you get advantage.
All right. And my
Oh yeah. By the way, it's offense -1, defense 2, ball handling -1 for Provo Rock Squirrels.
and
Wawatusa.
-3 offense, -5 defense, and +8 in ball handling for Wabatusa here.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So with that advantage, I'm going to get a 23.
And that's 10. So Wawatusa scores.
All right. Wabatusa's quarterback, a brain from Pinky and the Brain, is going to think of all possible situations and figure out that handing it off. Chris, why did you get the fucking picture of the Great Fairy T-posing? Was that the only image you could find?
Yes. It was the only one that was like an easy PNG. And I was just like, all right, this side. Unfortunately, Kelsey's team is the most meme-worthy in terms of collages.
Yes, I can tell if you are watching this screen. I can't deal with this fucking team. And it's great. And they just scored. Duolingo's gonna get the touchdown.
Duolingo's gotta get... I'm glad that someone finally noticed it, because I don't think anyone else did with the Great Fairy Quatera. Perfect. All right, so that's a touchdown. You got 2 kickers here. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna get weird with it. And, Spiders Reeves is gonna be the first kicker. And he just barely makes it. He tried to use 2 legs instead of 1, and that kind of messed with the bobbling of the ball a little bit. But it ended up getting it.
Spiders Reeves, man, just looking to show off all the time, man. It's not in way over his head. All right, so there you go. 7 on the board. Provo Rock Squirrels time. Let's see what they can do. That is a 14.
All right, versus my 2.
All right, so advantage. 15.
All right. 4.
All right, Provo Rock Squirrels gets the freaking score. Zagreus, he's been through this time and time again. But he is this time going to, he's actually gonna throw it to Corvo, and Corvo is gonna he's a wide receiver, but he has like that running back sneakiness to him. So he's gonna kind of bob and weave as some defenders come at him, but he ends up running it in for the touchdown. But was very delicate with the briefcase because we do not want that briefcase to open. No one wants the briefcase to open.
Wants to see what happens when the briefcase opens.
All right, so you
don't want it.
Yeah. I think Provo is another one that has 2 kickers. Yes.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do. I mean, Eddie Gordo has the higher ball handling with 5, so we're gonna go with Eddie Gordo just to see how that goes. And that's a good kick. So there you go. So that is a tied ball game at 7 apiece. Very nice. Oh God, what does kicking the briefcase look like? Oh no.
It's gonna hurt someone's foot for sure.
All right, Eddie Gordo is gonna sit out the next run. All right, Wawatusa's last drive of the first quarter.
Last drive of the first quarter. That's a 13.
Okay, we got a 2. That's an 18. So disadvantage.
All right, disadvantage is gonna leave me with a 21.
That's not bad. Yeah, because that's an 8.
Yep, that is enough to score. Izuku is going to come on in, the guy from My Hero Academia, and little Pew Pew. Little Pew Pew's just going to squeak on forward, catch the ball.
Yeah.
Even if it's just beep, beep.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about beep.
And the yeah, that's pretty much it. You got it. And the jungle blimp is just gonna have pew pew dancing the whole time, bouncing up and down.
Everyone likes it. Everyone likes that. Dee Dee is going to come in because Spiders Reeves was too much of a showboat, almost missed.
Mm-hmm.
And Dee Dee nailed that kick, so Dee Dee might be the kicker for this game.
Mm.
We'll see how that plays out.
All right, Spiders. Yeah, you showed off too hard, and now Dee Dee's gonna take your job. Hope it makes you feel bad. All right, Provo Rock Squirrels. I don't know why I have anything against Spiders Reeves. I think it's his face. All right, let's see what Provo Rock does for the start of the second quarter. That is a 17 to start things off.
And that is going to be a 6 for this defense.
Okay, so advantage. Gonna go for the touchdown here. That is a 14.
And that is a dirty 1. So
all right. So we're gonna have for this one we're going to have Timo. Timo is gonna run it in here. He ends up he's so small that no one can really you know what I think what happened here is that they Provo Rock Squirrels saw what Wauwatosa did with Pew Pew, and they're just gonna do the same thing, and they just did it on the defense, and just running in with Timo this time, very easily. I think both of us are struggling to how to incorporate GTA. That's okay. I'll figure it out.
okay.
I'll think about it. All right, so now let's have so Eddie Gordo's toes are still hurting him, so we're gonna go with Leon Kennedy here. Bad choice. That is a miss kick, and even though it's been back and forth, it is now Wauwatosa in lead by 1 point, 14 to 13.
Wauwatosa's last drive of the half is going to start with the 15.
15. Okay. Oops, hold on. Is a 6, so advantage.
Okay, we got a 16 there, and we got a 15, so I'll take the 16.
That is a 12, so Wauwatosa scores.
Wauwatosa scores, alright. Brain gonna come back in, and Detective Dandy Man is going to notice something in the, notice something fishy about Provo's briefcase.
Hmm.
And as he's talking to the Provo coaches about it, even though he is a player on the field, everyone's so distracted by that Taylor is going to just grab the ball and carry it into the end zone.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Perfect. All right. And get a kick.
Yep, Dee Dee is going to continue kicking. But that one she misses and scores a nat 1. So I don't want to do anything disastrous with Dee Dee. So her shoe comes untied or something, and she kicks her shoe through instead.
Yeah. The ball just kind of lays there.
Did you ever see that one Simpsons episode where they had like a foreign field goal kicker come to the Springfield University or whatever? And by foreign I mean like Eastern European.
Sure, yeah.
And he got like a bad leg injury, but still had to go in to kick the ball. And when he kicked the ball, you heard a scream because his leg below his knee came off.
Oh my god!
His leg just came off. But as the ball was flying through the air, it wasn't going to go in, but his leg was flying through the air. And then as it was through the air, kicked it again, and then that was enough to get it to go in.
That was a Simpsons episode?
That was the Simpsons episode, yeah.
That's fucking wild. That sounds like South Park. In terms of just pure absurdity. Wow. All right. Well, then that missed kick at least keeps it a 7-point game, and the Provo Rock Squirrels will have a chance to tie the game before the half. Let's see how that goes.
Provo gonna do?
Wait, that is a dirty one.
That's okay. I got a -3.
Oh, perfect. So advantage somehow. 6 And a 19. Oh, that's a net 20.
Net 20.
There you go.
There you go.
So then Provo Rock Squirrels get the score. We're going to have Zane this time. Zane is going to grab the ball. He's going to begin to run with it. I'm going to say that... let's say that Claude Frodo tried to stop him, but then both King and Armor King are out on offensive line right now, and he's just got Claude Frodo is just a scaredy cat and runs away from them. And I like that I use scaredy cat there, because
I said Jaguar heads.
Jiger. Got the moves like Jiger. All right.
I've not heard mention of that song in fucking years.
Yeah. It's a deep cut. All right, we're bringing back Eddie Gordo because his toes have to be better now.
Yep.
There you go. It hurts enough where it kind of bounces off the uprights, and then that's again we're all like watching it bated breath with the briefcase, but
Because they're kicking a fucking briefcase.
because they're kicking the briefcase that may have some really dangerous shit in it because it's Resident Evil, but. It is in, and there you go. So we have a tied game at the half.
Right.
Let me just update the score before I update the screen real quick on stream.
Half is essentially totally pointless. It will just come down to the second half.
Yeah, essentially everything that we just did purely pointless. It is a new game.
No, I got it now 1, so that counts. That still counts.
That part will still hang over you. Yes.
Yep.
All right, Wawatusa. Let's do this.
Now the question is, will this give me a nat 1 right now? It did not. That's 12.
Yeah, good start. All right.
Good intent, right?
That is a 12. All right. That is a 21.
All right, so disadvantage. That was the wrong thing. So 18 is my number.
18. Okay. That's a 4, so you're good still.
All right. Touchdown. This one is going to go to Lady Domesticu is actually standing among the Provo defense. And Provo defense is Armor King and Darius, so not super tall, but like decently. But Lady Domesticu is just so much taller than the rest of them that she just gets it.
Yeah.
Gets the ball.
Just slides on in on that one.
She's giant.
Yeah. No, yeah. She just topples over everyone.
Yep.
All right. Very nice. Gab DD kick.
No, Spiders gets another chance.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, and he misses again. He used 3 feet this time. He went the other way. It's supposed to be 1, Spider.
We're trying to teach you a lesson what not to do. You went backwards.
You went backwards. You did worse.
We all had faith in you. We all believed in you.
More feet is not always better.
All right, 26-20. Provo could take the lead here. Let's see what happens. All right, 12 to start things off.
All right, versus a 14 on defense. Ooh.
Okay, so disadvantage. Okay, I'm just looking at I'm looking at it, trying to survey situations here. We'll go 11. Oh wait, 6. I should say 6.
6 versus my 4, so success.
Oh, success. Well, it'll be success either way. Cool.
Yep.
All right, so let's have. All right, so Zagreus is gonna go back to pass. He's going to throw it, and it's gonna land on a car that's being driven by Vault. That Vault stole using his gun, and because Grand Theft Auto, and he's gonna drive the car into the end zone.
Perfect.
There you go. I figured it out, folks. We figured it out.
Cars involved somehow. Why did no one draft Lightning McQueen? That would be like you just have a car on the field.
I know. No one did it. No one was bold enough to pull that off. You know. All right. I think we go with Eddie Gordo. His feet are aching, but we get him in, and that's a 15. He's still doing well.
So does that give Provo the lead then?
Yes, it's 27-26.
All right.
end of third quarter here.
Gotta try to figure this shit out.
Yep.
Be a 16 for offense.
Okay, one. That is a 17.
Ooh.
Just barely a disadvantage there.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 17 for ball handling.
Not bad. That's a 21 though.
Ooh, big move for Provo there, preventing Wauwatosa from scoring. Brain is going to try to toss it to Pew Pew, but Pew Pew is the jungle ball started before the Pew Pew caught the ball, so Pew Pew just started dancing and missed the ball, missed catching it.
No, yep. It's just that jungle blimp just be hanging there, just like I like that we have two blimps that we have as balls in this in this league. But yeah, no, the jungle blimp is contagious. In fact, the entire Wauwatosa Fireflies, they're all just dancing. And just no one can do anything about it.
Which is the weirder part about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true. All right. Let's see. Maybe Provo can now build a lead here to start off the fourth quarter here. Let's see what happens. That's a 7.
All right. That's a 3.
All right, advantage to 8. 8 it is.
Oh, but that's so
0. All right, Provo Rock Squirrels gets another score here. We're gonna have they're actually they kind of like do their thing, but like kind of slowly move it down to like the goal line, and then they're gonna do like when like a like a defensive tackle comes in to be a running back. We're gonna have for this we're gonna have Brom come out. Excuse me. We're gonna have Darius come out, I should say. Darius is gonna come out with his big old beefy shoulders, and he's just gonna like squeeze his way in on the 1 yard line into the end zone, and that is going to be a score for them. All right, and then from there, I'm trying to think of whether or not I want to go for 2 here. Let's do it. Let's have some fun here. Let's go for 2. I may regret this, but let's do it. 1d20. So this is so it's basically offense with disadvantage versus your defense.
Yep.
Okay. That is 11.
And that is my second nat 1.
All right. So that is, and I think what they're gonna do this time is they're gonna have we're gonna have Zane do basically the same thing that Darius just did at like the 2 yard line, kind of like just move it into the end zone, and that is going to put the Provo Rock Squirrels at 35. It is still possible though, I believe. Oh wait, no, it's over.
It is over.
It is over. Provo Rock Squirrels will win, but Wauwatosa could at least try to make it close.
Yeah, Wauwatosa gets 2 more drives, or 1 more drive, and then Provo gets 1 more as well.
Yes.
I was planning on going for 2 with this one if I made it, but now it doesn't matter.
I was like, oh man, let's see what happens if I go for 2.
You put the game away as a result.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was the correct play.
Yeah. All right. So then, let's have defense C here. All right. So that's a 7. So that's disadvantage for your 4.
Yep. But I still get an 18.
That's a very nice disadvantage roll. That is a 20.
That sure is a 20. So Wauwatosa, just so upset about the fact that they already lost the game. Brain gets distracted by Claude Frollo trying to lecture Lady Domestic U on how she's a vampire, and she literally can't change the fact that she's a vampire. But he's gonna try anyway, and he gets so distracted that he just gets sacked.
Wow. Yeah, it just
It'd be a common thing for this defense.
Yeah, listen, man. That there's some tension on this team. That's gonna be something to watch all season, I think.
They're the ones who drafted a very religious man and a vampire on the same team.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, Tough sitch right there. Tough sitch. All right. Well, let's do one last try for Provo here. Oh, I don't know why I rolled twice, so it's a 5 to start things off.
All right, and that's a 2.
Okay, so advantage. That's a 9.
You also got a nat 1, but not that that's gonna. Be
Okay, we'll count that. We'll add it to the counter at least for now.
It's an 8.
So that's good.
Provo, extra garbage time.
All right, there you go. So, yeah, I think that Zagreus is, you know what? The car that Volt stole. Now the entire team just piles into the car, and they just all collectively drive into the end zone together as one unit. Because they're the epitome of a united team. And there you go. And then Eddie's just gonna get out of the car real quick to kick. And it's good. 23. All right. So then there you go. So the final score for this game is 42-26.
Some high scoring affairs here.
Yeah. So that 41-28, 42-26. It is looking pretty good thus far. I was gonna say it looks good for the P's, but I remember the Portsmouth did not win last one. Nope. Suffolk won. But good for Squirrels and Nuts. You know? Squirrels and Nuts are having a good day.
Oh my god, did they play each other?
Good question.
Yes, they do, thank God.
Okay, so we will have a Squirrels Nuts matchup at some point this year. Alright, so
Hold on. Week 4 is the Squirrels versus Nuts matchup.
Alright guys, that's probably gonna be in November, so get ready, folks, because that's gonna be a wild ride right there. All right, so we reach halftime real quick. So far my observations is that we have not had none of us have done field goals yet. I think we did, or did we do? Did I go for it and fail? I forget.
No, you were attempting to do it, and I said, "Hey, your ball handling stats higher."
That's true. That's true.
Go for it. So this is kind of what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you and I are going to go for touchdowns most of the time.
True.
So if we just have field goals in the sense of, hey, you almost got there.
Yeah.
Like you failed a touchdown. You almost got there. Let's try to, like, you get advantage on the first one. You almost get there, and then you can try to get the field goal if you miss the touchdown. It's more just like an extra step in this one situation. We can adjust that for next week if we want to. I don't think it totally changes any of the outcomes of today's games.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we could. I think it could be something that we adjust for next week. Like, I think we wrap up week 1, and when we say next week, it'll be 2 weeks from now. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. It is like, I think it would be for like, okay, so you do well on the advantage, but then when you go for ball handling and fail, you should at least still be able to have the field goal chance. I see what you're saying. Okay, so then I'm with you on that. So we'll make that change. I mean it yeah, I mean, I guess it didn't really impact these games. We don't have to implement it now, but we'll for week 2 and moving forward, we'll have that field goal change, for the future.
I think that will be the best representation of, like, the best analogy to real football as we can get.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, I was at first thinking like, well, people with low offensive stat may not have the ability to do a field goal, and that might hurt their ability to score at all moving forward.
But then they have that good defensive stat.
Right, and we saw how last year that kind of ended up still working out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. That's a very valid point. I appreciate you bringing it up. So yeah, we'll definitely tweak that. But so far, I mean, Suffolk and Provo looked very good. Both teams scored on all their drives.
Yeah.
At least in some capacity.
Right, because they have a good defense, and they were facing teams with not good defense.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's a beginning to show once again a theme of a defensive team is more than likely to do well, but we'll see. We'll see how maybe if that could shift once we have a better field goal situation. There you go.
There's still that element of randomness to things as well.
100%. Yeah, like anything can happen, and that's what makes these tabletop games fun. And with that, let's do Naples Applegators. Applegators?
Naples Applegators. Astrals Applegators.
Naples Astralgators.
Applegators.
Nostril Applegators.
Nostril Applegators.
Versus the Forest Hills Mothmen. I still cannot believe that Gabe, I don't know if we actually verbally talked about this on the podcast, but Gabe was the number 1 overall pick again to pick whatever team that he wanted. And he
didn't pick either of these teams, both of which were like his.
Yes, he picked
design.
He picked the Suffolk Nutfellows because he was truly Team Chaos. Like he just wanted at the end of the day he wanted to be he wanted to take away the number 1 option from a lot of people, and Suffolk Nutfellows went to Gabe.
I thought Mothmen was the number 1 for most people.
Well, that's true too. I think that Nutfellows was on people's radars though, and I think he was just like, you know what, I'm just changing it up. I'm gonna go Nutfellows, and yeah, good stuff there. But Matt, I hope you have a field day with this one because this matchup is taking place in the world of Pokemon.
Hell yeah!
I'm not gonna be smart enough to come up with things. I'm gonna try to.
So we're gonna pretend that in terms of Pokemon, we could do like a specific Pokemon location.
However you want to do it, I'm down for however we want to approach this situation.
Because it could be set up like in like an arena or for a gym battle, a specific Pokemon gym. What are you thinking?
I don't have a preference. I feel like my big thing I guess would just be like have it be that there is something have it be in an environment where the Pokemon or things that are Pokemon could potentially impact the game in some capacity.
Okay,
and that
so we're just out in the middle of nowhere. Pokemon may or may not show up.
It could be that we were playing in the middle of the tall grass or something.
Yeah, playing in the tall grass. Good, I like that.
There you go. And so that's what's happening, and then a reminder of what these weird teams are throwing around. The Naples Astralgators are throwing around the soccer ball from Rocket League.
Yep.
And the Forest Hills Mothmen are throwing around the Zim Zam Zoom pickle chips from Table Party. I think we're gonna have an appearance from one Jeremiah.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
in this
right,
battle.
Congratulations, Chris. You get the anime team today.
I do get the anime team. Yeah, this is this is my biggest concern about this year is me not knowing anyone, the players. So you gotta forgive me if I don't do.
If it helps, I know almost no one on the Mothmen as well.
Yeah, like we're
for the characters we don't know, especially on the Mothmen. What if we just like make up things about anime? Who's gonna check us? Who's gonna check our work?
Maybe there's a chance that I don't know. I feel like with the kind of game this is, I feel like we're gonna have a few people that are gonna be like, oh, that's not entirely accurate.
Hero realizes they're the chosen one.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you can go first.
Yes, the Forest of Mothmen will kick things off on offense, and that is
what are your stats?
Oh yes, thank you. I apologize. Offense is 6, defense is -4, ball handling is -2.
All right, and for Naples, I have an offense of 5, a defense of -5, and a ball handling of 0. So we're gonna start off with an 11.
Okay.
For you to
get advantage. All right. Well, yep, going for touchdowns. But boy, the ball handling may not be good. That is a 1. And that's a 17, thank God.
Alright, versus my 6.
Alright, Forest Hills. They got it. Alright. Let's see here. We're gonna have let's have. Oh God, sorry, I have like a bunch of stuff on my desk. We're gonna have Toph start things off. And Toph is actually gonna contain the pickle chips in a giant boulder. Pull the boulder out of the ground and just like carry it. Like basically, Tanjira's gonna hand off the pickle chips to Toph. Toph's gonna and like get it into a boulder and like basically throw the boulder into the end zone like a trick play into the arms of Hiccup. But Hiccup is just gonna be completely like destroyed by the boulder. But it's all good because you know in the cartoon world you get injured and then you're completely fine the next drive. 5 seconds later. But there you go. And as for the kicker situation, we have. Do we have 2 kickers or 1 kicker? We have 1 kicker. It's Sanji.
The One Piece.
And that's 11. And so that's right. Yeah, Sanji gets it. So that is a 7-0 ball game to start things off right out of the gate. All right, Naples Astralgators.
All right, so we're going to get our +5 on offense and start out with a 7.
7, okay. Ooh, that's a dirty one. So that's right. Advantage.
So give me some 16 with that advantage.
And that's 9, so you are good.
So, Bandit Keith, starting quarterback, is going to take the ball because he's from America. He's going to throw the ball, and the one who's going to catch it is, of course, Dick Johnson. And Dick Johnson's going to grab the ball, and he's going to ragdoll into the end zone. Just as soon as he crosses the plane, he ragdolls, just like Bandit Keith told him to.
There's nothing more American than everything you just said.
Okay. Alright, Luke Kane is going to come up as our kicker. Bobby will get his chance another day because Luke Kane nails it.
There you go.
Good kick.
Alright, so it is a tied game. End of first quarter. Forest Hills. Let's see what they could do. 15 to start things off.
All right. That's a -3.
Wow. Okay. So that's looking good. That's an advantage. So let's see what happens from there. It's a 6 and a 3. All right, so 6.
Oh, but that's a 5.
And that is so I just barely got an advantage and got in.
Yep.
There you go. So let's see. We're gonna have Tanjiro. Go back to pass and is going to yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say it's gonna throw a deep ball. And we're gonna have Stella, who with the help the ball's a little bit inaccurate, but thanks to like the spirits that she's helped like move on to the afterlife, the spirits kind of like realign the ball so that way she perfectly catches it. I have no idea if that works, if that's how it all works, but you know what? Fuck it. And Stella's gonna walk into the end zone with the score. And we're gonna try to kick it with, once again, Sanji. That's 13.
All right.
Very nice. All right. Scores aplenty in the first quarter. Naples Astralgators start out the second.
All righty, here we go. Making some alligator noises on the sidelines as they're wont to do. We're going to start off with a 12.
Yeah, they do like the Florida Gators like chomp thing, but it sounds a little bit more metal sounding.
Yeah, and it's also like they don't do like up and down. They do like left to right. That is a nat 20, so that is an automatic stop.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. All right, yeah, nat 20 on defense. The Forest Hills stops Naples.
Bandit Keith is confused. He's holding a European football, and this is America. Because And in America, we call it soccer, but over there they call it football. But this is football. This is American. I'm characterizing Bandit Keith like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series Bandit Keith.
Right. So he just doesn't participate in the drive because he's just contemplating life at the moment.
Correct. He is holding the European football.
But it's also huge, so he's just like.
The old Skulker just walks up to him and takes it out of his hands.
There you go. Perfect.
I'm gonna do this voice every time I play the Astralgators.
You just hit it. Alright. Forest Hills now has a chance to build a lead here. Yeah. Let's see what happens. That's a 24.
That is a good score. That will definitely be my 9.
Alright. That's nat 20. But
there you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's because it's advantage. Yeah, there you go. So Forest Hills got it. This is a struggle. I gotta say, Tenhiro is going to go back to pass and he's gonna throw it. I'm gonna say that it's gonna connect with Saki, and Saki is about to get tackled by both Dio Brando and Sato Kaiba, but then.
You said it right.
Say again?
You said it right.
Cool. But then Saki is going to end up lateraling it to Sora, and Sora, eligible man down the field, Sora is going to end up running it in for the touchdown.
Very nice.
There you go. And we are going to, we'll kick it. Oops. And +5. It is, just barely does it. It's gonna hit the very top of the yellow, but it's gonna be in enough where it's top of the upright, but it's gonna go in. So it's kind of impressive, but it counts. It's impressive, but it was close. It was close.
Cool.
All right. So then, where are we at? Is that? Oh, this. Okay, so this is the end of the second quarter.
Yep, Naples gets one more drive for the second quarter. That's going to be a 23 to start us
off. Okay. 15. So that was good.
Right, no nat 20 this time. Get advantage. Gives me a nat 20.
Nat 20. Perfect. Doesn't matter what I roll here, but might as well just roll it. That's a 0. All right.
This time, Ash Ketchum comes in with Bandit Keith having fucked up so badly. And Ash understands what different types of balls are because he's a Pokemon trainer, so he uses Pokeballs a lot.
Yes.
He's not an American idiot. So he's going to
God
throw
damn
the ball.
You could have kept that in your arsenal a little bit longer, but I understand.
No, I legitimately thought of that and said it within like 2 seconds.
Perfect.
He's going to throw the ball to Scout, who has just been running so fast. He got enough protection from his offensive line of Krieg and Doom Guy that a nice pass to Scout, who was just wide fucking open.
Very nice.
Deal for the touchdown.
All right. Are you going to kick it?
We are going to kick. What's the score right now?
It is 21-13.
21-13. Okay, so we're not going to trust Bobby quite yet. That's a 17.
There you go. All right, 21-14. End of the first half. So still a close game to this point. Let's see how the Forest Hills Mothmen start out the second half with.
Will probably be something good.
17.
That's an 11.
All right, let's see what the ball handling does, though. This could be where they falter a bit. Oh, it's a 17.
Oh, yeah, not with that roll. And that's a 3. So
there you go.
To pile it on.
All right.
Naples is really going to need to stop.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of how I can incorporate Pokemon, but I'm gonna try too hard. I'm gonna say. Okay.
All right.
You're gonna hate me for this because I'm probably gonna fuck it up, but you can correct me along the way. I'm gonna say that Tenhiro hands it off to Toph, and Toph, with the power of the rock badge. Is that a thing?
That's probably a badge somewhere.
All right, with the power of the rock badge.
If you're thinking like Brock's badge.
Is it like, is there like a, yeah, like, is it like
There's a boulder badge. There's a stone badge.
like, what's like in terms of if like you go to a gym and you win that you win at that gym.
Yeah, so it depends on the generation, but like
Oh, okay.
In the first one, he gives you the boulder badge. That's
Okay. All right. So here's then.
You kind of have the right idea.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna say the top with the boulder badge is going to ride Onyx into the end zone.
Sure. Not what badges do, but I will accept it.
Well, no, I'm saying that Toph has become a Pokemon trainer.
Oh, okay.
With the stone badge, that's a stone Pokemon or whatever the fuck.
All right.
I love this so much. All right, I'm gonna kick it. Oh, that's a nat 1. I'll write that down. Yeah, it was about time that Sanji's luck ran out. But that is 27-14. Naples is still in it.
Still in it. We got 3 drives left to try to do something. That's going to be a 9.
That's a -2.
Sure is. All right. Get some advantage here. That's an 11.
Oh my god, that's a 12.
Forest Hill's defense with a -4 managing to stifle this offense.
This is where the field goal rule would have come into play here.
Right. Yes, yeah. So right here is when we would kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
For future rounds.
Yes.
For next week. Yeah, so it's gonna be hand up to Zoidberg, and Zoidberg's gonna go look at the opposing team. He's gonna like get the ball, and he's gonna see Skulker, and then he's just gonna go whoop, 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 whoop,
God damn it.
Run the other direction. Like scuttling.
God, what is this fucking project we've created? Alright. Alright. So there you go. 27-14. Forest Hills could put it away here. End of the third.
An exercise in improv.
What did you say? I missed that.
If anything, an exercise in improv.
It really is. It's tough. This is the yes. It is. We have to yes and it, and it's just it is a hard thing to figure out. That's a 24.
All right. That's an 8.
Okay. So 15.
Another 8.
All right. Forest Hills is gonna win this game here as well. We're gonna say, I guess, Tenhiro. I'm just trying to think of shit. I'm gonna say Tenhiro. We'll make this easy. We're at like the 5-yard line. You've been running Toph a lot here, and at the end here, a hole opens up. Tenhiro runs it into the end zone. Simple touchdown and a simple way to take the lead and keep it. So that is now sitting at 33, and because it's out of reach, we're just going to kick the field goal here, and that is an 8, so Sanji's just falling apart at the end of this game, but doesn't matter. 33-14.
All right, let's quickly play through the rest of this quarter.
Yes.
That's a nat 20, so we're just going to score immediately.
Yep, there you go. Just go ahead. What you got?
All right, Ash Ketchum throws the ball. Who's there? It's Zoidberg. Zoidberg is going to redeem himself, but he has a hard time catching the ball. This is why he's a running back. He's going to have a hard time catching the ball because he's got those claws for hands.
Right.
Right, but it's like a big enough ball that he like kind of like gets his arms around it and he's able to get it that way.
Perfect. All right.
Fuck it, let's go for 2.
All right. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a 16. I got nat 20 in there, but that doesn't happen.
Okay. All right. So that is. Oh, I forgot. I have to roll my defensive stat. That's a 3. So you got it.
All right, we got it. And this one's gonna be a Preston Garvey. Just sneak in. He sneaks in between Krieg and Doom guy.
Perfect. All right. So at least you got the 22 point. Everyone's getting to at least 20. That's the good thing. Because I feel like last year there was like a 7-point team, a 14-point team, and it's just like, oh boy. I believe we had one shutout as well. All right. So then, Forest Hills real quick. I'm going to see what this drive looks like here. That has 11 to start things off.
Versus a 9, so advantage for you.
That's a 16.
That's 13.
All right.
Score.
Yeah. All right. Toph and Onyx is just gonna fucking run it in again. call it a day. And we'll have Sanji try once again. We need to give him his reps because he's struggling. Oh boy, he's struggling more. Sanji is just having a rough day right now. So that was a missed kick, but 39 will be your final point total. And Naples try to get any closer here.
Yep, we got an 11.
All right. That is a 0, so advantage.
Alrighty. 7.
And that is a 10.
Alright, so Naples gets stopped. Bandit Keith was in again. And he just totally overthrew Dick Johnson, and part of that was Dick Johnson's fault because Dick Johnson like heard a noise and then just ragdolled and fell down to the ground.
By the way, Dick Johnson does not have any pronouns. He is just Dick Johnson.
He's just okay. You just want Dick Johnson does not have any pronouns. He is.
Oh, whoops. Okay, all right. So but Dick Johnson does not. No, so Dick Johnson is just Dick Johnson.
Yes.
Nothing more.
Nothing more.
But there you go, 39-22. All right, come on. We need a close game here. Let's move on to the Ketchikan Cosmos at the Brookings War Train here. Right. Brookings War Train sitting at offense. Was that again?
Our newcomer versus.
Oh yeah.
Versus our champion.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to put it in the primetime slot because it's a big deal. It's Skylar versus Ricky. Brookings War Train.
Real quick, what was the Mothmen Astralgators score again?
Oh, the score was 39-22.
All right.
That's gotta be Scoregami.
I can check if it's real life Scoregami.
Could be. Brookings War Train has an offensive stat of -1, defensive 4, ball handling -3.
All right. Ketchikan Cosmos, offensive 0, defensive 1, ball handling -1.
Very, very balanced team here.
Yes.
I would say overall very similar stats. Overall, pretty much.
You are correct. 39-22 has not happened in the real NFL.
There you go. We did it before the NFL. There you go. You heard it here first. You got here first, folks. The home stadium is Overcooked. That's fantastic.
I'm very excited for Overcooked.
So we are going to go hard on Overcooked here.
Let's get some food cooking.
Yep.
We're gonna start out Ketchikan. It's gonna get that nat 20. Start things out.
Oh boy. Oh my God. Okay. So I mean, not that my roll matters, but might as well just roll this here. Is an 18, and just real quick before you talk about how the Brookings or how the Ketchikan Cosmos score,
Yes.
The Ketchikan Cosmos, their ball is Mike Wazowski. And the Brookings War Train's ball is Poof from Fairly Odd Parents. Fantastic ball matchup, truly.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so Bob Parr is going to start out at quarterback. they gotta save Sugar Mama for a little bit later. And this throw, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
This throw that's about to happen with Bob Parr. Chris, this throw.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Fuck. Fair. I felt a like my intestines explode, but I respect it.
Bugs Bunny catches the ball for the touchdown.
Fantastic. All right, what's your fucking extra point?
Oscar Brown is gonna come into kick. That's an 11. He gets it in.
Perfect. All right. Great start. Just fantastic start to the Catch the Kid Cosmos. I already can tell I'm gonna like this game. Honestly, though, I'm liking the vibes of this game. All right. All right. So yeah, Brookings War Train gonna start off on offense here. That's nat 1. Fuck me. All right.
Nat 1. Okay.
All right. So hey. Really, Skylar? Good start, Skylar. Let's see. All right. We're gonna say that Yusuke is about to pass, but then all of a sudden realizes the meat's overcooked. Has to go has to spend the time, get the new meat, and place it on the pan. But then it's too late. The Ketchikan Cosmos come up with the ball. Specifically, Jorgen von Strangle grabs that ball.
Von Strangle scrambled the fairies.
Jorgen von Strangle grabs Poof. Immediately worrying Wanda and Cosmo.
He grabs it, and you hear a squeak.
Perfect. All right, so that's a good start for Ketchikan. What can you do for your second drive here?
Let's find out. An 11.
18. So disadvantage.
All right. Disadvantage. Gonna put me at a 5.
And that's a 22. So
all right.
No dice.
Sugar Mama is in play this time, but she hands the ball off to Mojo Jojo, and this monkey is he is too short. He's too short, and Cyborg just kind of like he doesn't pick the ball out. He picks Mojo Jojo up by like his hat.
I see.
In the air, and Mojo Jojo's trying to run, but his legs are just like waving and running in the middle of nowhere.
There you go. Why would Cyborg do to his own teammate?
Oh, I was looking at the wrong team. That's why.
So
I was just gonna do that.
yeah, Bowser would do that definitely. All right. So 7-0 after the first quarter. Let's see what Brookings can do. Can they come back from this deficit? Let's see what happens. That's 2.
That's 12.
Okay. Oh boy, and then the ball handling gets worse. That is a -1.
And that's a 9.
I should have decided to go for field goal there, but all right, whatever, it's fine. I would not have known it otherwise. All right, so there we go. Brookings War Train is not doing well right now.
Is off the rails.
We're gonna say this time Yusuke is gonna go back to pass, and he is gonna try to throw it. He's gonna try to throw it to Eduardo, but but Poof is gonna like land on like the horns of Eduardo, and cartoon not actually hurt. Poof is fine, but Poof deflates.
This is the second time that week 1 we have popped a character.
It's a theme, you know. It's a theme. We just gotta, you gotta roll with it.
This time it was the ball, so it's different.
Right, there you go. All right, so 7-0. Ketchikan can build it.
All right.
Last drive of the first half.
Last one for Ketchikan. It's gonna be a 3.
Okay. That's 21. Disadvantage.
Pretty can be a 17 for me. Get a nat 20 in there. It does not matter.
Yeah. Oh, 17. Offense, the attacker gets it.
Attacker gets it. All right, so this one is going to be a toss-up then. Sugar Mom's going to throw it, and Big Boss, Jack, and Cheese are both going to be...
I forgot Cheese is on this team.
Yep, Cheese is going to be on this team. And he's kind of like, he's running around Jack, like running circles around Jack. It's distracting him, but Jack manages to get the ball because Cheese forgets to put his arms up to catch it.
God, amazing. Amazing.
This is special.
This is a special matchup. All right, so that's 13.
Oscar Proud is going to try to kick the ball. He just barely succeeds once again.
Yeah, a lot of 10s today for kickers. A lot of barely, bouncing off the fucking uprights, all that stuff, but they work. So, all right, 14-0. Brookings with the last drive of the first half here for them. 12. To start things off.
That's a 19.
Oh boy, disadvantage. All right, here we go. God, dirty one.
31. If I get a nat 1, which I do not, it's a 19.
All right, Brookings is just having a bad day. The entire Brookings War Train team kitchen is on fire because no one's taking care of the food. All right, fucking Kano forgot to wash the fucking tomatoes.
Yep.
All right.
I think that Kronk would be on this.
Kronk would be amazing on that. He's the only one that is trying to control the situation, and
there's too much fire for him to put out.
Yeah, he's just like, God damn it, or whatever. I can't do the Patrick Warburton voice. and he's just everything is chaos right now. And because that they're all having to like get fire extinguishers out and try to control the situation, Ketchikan, Kazu's just pick up Poof. Big what is it? Oh, Baymax. Baymax picks it up and just starts like kind of like petting Poof because he's just a gentle being.
Yes.
But ultimately gets the ball for Ketchikan at that point. And that's the end of the first half, 14-0. I don't know if we're going to get a close game here, but we'll see.
We'll see how the rest of this game goes. Ketchikan starts off the second half with an 8.
All right. It is a 13.
All right. So some disadvantage is going to put me at a 9.
Okay. And that's a 10, so just barely. Okay, but Brookings gets the stop.
Barely makes the stop. All right, Mr. Incredible, Bob Parr is going to be back in at quarterback, and he's going to try to throw the ball to Bugs Bunny, but Bugs Bunny is currently... God fucking damn it. Bugs Bunny is trying to keep his Cheese from taking his carrot, because Cheese is going to shout his immortal line from the TV show, I found a carrot.
Oh my god.
And Bugs Bunny can't catch the ball. I fucking hate that worked out that way.
It's that's like the football gods. They're just kind of feeding us these scenarios, and the way it came to you, you're just like, oh no, I have to say it. I can't change it.
I have to say it. Like there's only certain ways that things come to me, and when it comes to like that, I have to.
You have to. You have to deliver. I understand. We're just a vessel. We're just a vessel to the story. All right. Brookings War Train got a chance here. Got to get back in this game. Let's see what happens. That's shit me. All right, dirty one.
Versus a 19.
Okay. Disadvantage. Well, wait. I mean, that would have been my kick anyway. Regardless, whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. Minus. That's not one. Fuck it. Nope.
Sure is not one. Brookings. Not a great start, my friends.
All right. Well, that's the first nat one of Brookings.
That might be your.
Or is that the second?
I think that's your first.
Because I thought the first offensive drive was nat one, but I forget now.
Yes, it is. I just looked up.
Okay, so all right, so that's my second net one. Oh man.
We're on injury watch.
Oh boy. Okay. So they're controlling the fire. I'm not even talking about football anymore. We're just talking about kitchen fire. I think that I think everyone's just tired from having to fight the fire, you know? Like they just don't want to go out back in the football field. So instead of bringing the team back out of the football field, Mothmen just uses the microwave that wasn't touched by the fire and just it cooks up some ramen for people, you know?
Nice.
Just everyone gets some ramen, fuel up to get back on the football field. Meanwhile, everyone's just like Poof is just in danger because Poof is just being taken and thrown around by the Ketchikan Cosmos. There's just one team out on the football field right now, you know? Damn. That's just where we're at the moment. So there you go, 14-0. Ketchikan Cosmos can put it away here.
End of the third, right?
This is the last drive of the third quarter. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's a 3 to start off.
Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah. +4. 8. So that's a disadvantage.
Right, so disadvantage.
The defense is out there. That's the thing.
Yes, defense is doing great.
Defense is out there.
Bowser and Cheese doing a great job on defense.
Yeah.
That's a 12 for me.
All right. And +4. That's a 16.
All right. Cool. So, Ain is going to take the handoff, and Ain is a little weirded out that their ball is just a guy. And Mike keeps trying to make conversation with whoever's holding him, and it's really distracting. So Ain gets so distracted that he ends up just getting tackled.
There you go. Perfect. Mike Wazowski. All right. Brookings War Train. End of the third. You need this.
Start of the fourth.
Yeah. Yes. No. Thank you. Start of the fourth.
Yep. They can still win, which is wild.
They can still at least tie it. That's 20. All right, with the power of ramen in them. All right, they are fueled now. All right, Yusuke goes back to pass, throws it, and Min with her with that like crocodile like dragon thing. I think doesn't that open up? Doesn't it have like a mouth on it?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say it opens up, grabs the ball, and she runs it in and stiff. I'm gonna say that she stiff arms Jorgen von Strangle with the big ball, and you gotta hear "ow!" and Min runs into the end zone. This is
stupid. That's so stupid.
All right, so we got a score, and oh god, all right, we gotta go Tsubasa here, Captain Tsubasa.
All right.
Oh god, all right. Oh no.
If you stop and go for 2, you can force overtime next turn.
We could still force overtime. All right, so. But yeah, so that is just merely a 6 on the board. So, all right, Ketchikan, one last drive. Can you put this game away?
We're gonna be 14.
All right. That's an 11, so advantage.
All right, with advantage, we're going to get a 15.
11. Ketchikan gets it. Ketchikan wins.
Ketchikan gets the win. And if I can find the right team, Mojo Jojo going to redeem himself. Is able to sneak by. He's laughing evilly the entire time. And he's like almost. It's weird because he's like waddling with Mike Wazowski because they're not that far apart in height.
There you go.
Why did we let Skylar do Mike Wazowski? Why did we let Skylar just put a guy?
I love it. I love it so much.
Like a parry Barry and like Circular and Mike Circular too.
Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, so, that's, and what are you gonna do you're gonna kick it now?
Yeah, Oscar's been good. See if he can really put things away. He does, just barely, but
There you
just
go.
barely is good enough for a kicker.
Alright, well, we're gonna see if the Brookings War Train can at least finish this game within a score, unlike any other team today. Let's see what happens here.
This is the farthest game that's gone without it being over, though.
True. Whoops. Okay, there you go. 5.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, shit! Alright, Brookings War Train's gonna make it within one score. Yeah, so they just got their groove on late in the game. So we're going to say that Yusuke is going to hand it off to Cat Noir, and Cat Noir is going to just do his cat thing and going to get it into the end zone in a nice run. But then, of course, unfortunately, it's all zeros on the clock when they do it. So not quite a victory for them. But they did their best, yeah. And you know what? We're just gonna have Donkey come out. Donkey's just to get the crowd, excited to have Donkey on the team. And that's a 20. He's perfect. Just back kick. This is a good back kick there.
Oh yeah.
All right. And with that ends. That game ends 21-14, and that is the end of VBBFL Week 1. So, after all that fucking chaos, the home and road team split, which means you and I split, so that they good job all around. What is the standings through the first?
All right, let me get this figured out.
Yeah. That was definitely my favorite game of the bunch.
Yeah, that was fun. Even though I made everyone listening groan at the very start.
It was incredible.
It was incredible. All right, so standings we'll do West and East. Hold on. Do you want to, as I kind of get this set up, do you want to talk about our just like do our like finalized notes and shit?
Sure. Like in terms of like the last things that we usually say at the end of podcasts.
Yeah, do that while I'm getting.
Yeah. So we're just as we do the count here. Yeah. So this is the first of hopefully many VBBFL weeks. We will be doing another one. We scheduled it for October 9th. We'll see if we end up meeting that date. But yes, we plan on doing these streams any occasional Saturday every 2 weeks, and that, of course, that schedule is not going to be concrete, but we'll see what happens overall. We're super duper looking forward to doing more of them in the future. Of course, we'll have our normal episodes of Virtual Ball Boys every Wednesday, as per usual. If you're watching live and want to listen to this again through podcast form, you can, because we're going to be uploading this as a podcast on Sunday. And if you're listening on the podcast, well, that's what you're doing right now. You're listening to the podcast that we decided to upload, because now we're trying to include this on the same feed as our regular VBB episodes. So that's some good shit right there. And yeah,
I have the standings.
All right, hit me with it.
All right, so our obviously teams are going to be tied because there's only like their record is either 1-0 or 0-1.
Yes.
And the first tiebreaker is going to be point differential. So the teams that are in first place scored more points than the team in second place, and same with third and fourth.
Yep. Okay.
So in the East, fourth place is Naples Astralgators. Third place is the Portsmouth Submarines. Second place is the Forest Hills Mothmen, and in first place, your Suffolk Nutfellows. And
there we go.
West, we have Brookings War Train in the basement, then the Wamatosa Fireflies, the Ketchikan Cosmos in second, and Provo Rock Squirrels in first. And the highest point scorer week 1 I believe was it was Provo by 1 point.
Yeah.
Provo beat out Suffolk by 1 point, and that's that one missed kick.
So right now, for 1 week only, the Provo Rock Squirrels are the best team of the VBBFL.
Correct.
And I believe that the Brookings War Train is the worst, which is Ricky. You got a comeback story to go through right now. Fall from grace there, but yeah. So I think that's it. That takes care of that. Thank you all so much for listening. We're looking forward to many more of these. Any last words, Matt, before we part?
Not really.
Protect your poofs and Mike Wazowskis.
Careful not to step on them. He's only got the one eye.
Yeah. But thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Good night, and good ball. Virtual Ball Boys has been brought to you by Team Chaos Productions. Find us on Twitter at Virtual Ball Boys and find more of our work at Team Chaos Pods.